Welcome back to my channel, The Coins World. Today we will dive into the fascinating story of the Philippine. One piso coin issued in 2010, a coin that is much more than just currency. It is a symbol of the nation's evolving identity, its economy, and its people's pride. Though it seems small and ordinary in daily use, this coin carries within it decades of history, national symbolism, and cultural heritage. The 1 piso 2010 coin belongs to the new design series, which was first introduced in 1983 and remained in circulation until 2011. This series marked a major turning point in Philippine numismatics, moving away from the older designs and giving the currency a more modern, consistent look. The coins were designed not only for durability but also to celebrate national heroes and symbols that reflect the Filipino story. On the obverse side of the 2010 coin, you will find the image of Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines. His placement on the most widely used denomination was no accident. Rizal, whose writings ignited Filipino nationalism during the Spanish colonial era, embodies education, courage, and patriotism. By featuring him on the coin, the Philippines honored his legacy and ensured that every Filipino who handled this currency was reminded of his sacrifices. The reverse side features the official seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, which was established in 1993. The seal symbolizes the strength, credibility, and independence of the country's central bank, which oversees the nation's financial system. By including this seal, the coin linked every transaction to the authority and integrity of the BSP. The material of the 2010 1 piso coin is nickel-plated steel, giving it a silvery shine. Unlike earlier coins made of copper, nickel, or other alloys, this composition was chosen for durability and cost-effectiveness. The change also reflected the global trend of using cheaper but longer-lasting metals in coin production. The 1 piso denomination has always been the most important in circulation, as it is the basic unit of the Philippine peso system. In 2010, this coin was everywhere, used for jeepney fares, sari-sari store purchases, markets, and schools. It was the coin that every Filipino had in their pocket, making it one of the most circulated and recognizable coins of the era. What makes the 2010 issue unique is its place in history. It was among the last batches of the new design series before the introduction of the new generation currency coins in 2012. This makes it particularly interesting for collectors today, as it represents the end of one chapter in Philippine coinage and the transition to a new era. For many Filipinos, the 2010 1 piso coin carries a strong sense of nostalgia. It recalls a period of everyday life, the cost of transportation, the price of food, and even school allowances. Coins like this are time capsules, reflecting not only monetary value but also the rhythm of daily living. The presence of Rizal on the coin also strengthened the educational value of currency. Even children handling money were exposed to the face of the man who inspired a revolution. In this way, the coin was not only economic but also cultural and educational. Collectors often search for uncirculated or mint condition 2010 1 piso coins, while they were produced in massive quantities. Finding pieces that still retain their original luster without scratches is becoming harder over time. Such coins can fetch higher values, especially when graded by professional services. Interestingly, some 1 piso coins from the late 2000s and early 2010s were reported to have minting varieties or errors. These include slight misalignments or doubled elements, which make them more attractive to numismatists. While common pieces may only carry face value, error coins can sell for significantly more in auctions. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is its role in the broader Philippine economy. In 2010, inflation was gradually rising, and while 1 piso still had purchasing power, it was already declining compared to the past decades. Today it may buy very little, but back then, it was still useful for small items or as part of change. The symbolism of Rizal on the coin also resonates beyond economics. It ties every Filipino transaction to the memory of sacrifice, reform, and national identity. That connection gives the coin emotional weight beyond its monetary value. The size and weight of the 2010 1 piso coin were carefully calibrated to make it durable yet convenient to carry. These practical considerations show how deeply coin design intertwines with everyday life. For overseas Filipinos, seeing the 1 piso 2010 coin brings waves of nostalgia. It connects them back to their homeland, reminding them of jeepney rides, market shopping, and school days where this coin was part of their daily interactions. The 2010 coin also reflects the global influence on Philippine coin design. The shift to steel-plated alloys was part of a worldwide trend of cost efficiency in minting, ensuring governments could continue producing affordable currency without sacrificing quality. The end of the new design series in 2011 also made the 2010 issue symbolic. It was one of the last appearances of Rizal in this specific design format, giving it historical value in the progression of Philippine coinage. When compared to earlier 1 peso coins, the 2010 version highlights how design evolves with time. Older coins carried agricultural or symbolic motifs, but this coin firmly placed the hero and the institution side by side, Rizal and the BSP, showing the balance between history and governance. Even though it is not rare in circulation, the coin's value in numismatics lies in condition, historical context, and emotional resonance. That's why collectors hold on to it, not just as money but as a symbol. The 2010 issue also shows how coins can tell the story of a nation's priorities by highlighting the Banco Central ng Pilipinas (BSP) in December 2011 and gradually released into circulation in 2012. This coin represented a significant modernization in Philippine currency, reflecting new designs, security features, and a move towards more durable and efficient coinage. The release of the 2012 coin, the Philippines used the BSP series coins, which had been in circulation since 1995. These earlier coins were heavier, had a different metallic composition, and carried designs that the BSP wanted to update to better represent the nation's symbols and heritage. By 2011, the BSP aimed to introduce a unified, modern coin series that would be more secure, cost-effective, and easier to recognize. The introduction of the new generation currency coin series, the NGC coins, were launched to coincide with the BSP's new banknote series, ensuring design harmony. The 1 peso 2012 coin was one of the first to be minted and distributed. It featured updated artwork, new fonts, and a fresh metallic finish that distinguished it from the older series. The obverse side of the 2012 1 peso coin prominently features Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines. His portrait is sharper and more refined compared to previous versions. Other elements on the obverse include a large bold denomination 1 peso at the center, the wailing Vanda sanderiana, an orchid species native to the Philippines, known as the Queen of Philippine Flowers for its beauty and rarity. The scientific name of the plant printed below the image. Fine details in the floral illustration, emphasizing national biodiversity. 2012 1 peso coin is composed of nickel-plated steel, chosen for its durability and resistance to tarnish. The wailing orchid highlights the country's rich natural heritage and biodiversity. The use of both historical and natural symbols aimed to balance patriotism with environmental pride. 2012 1 peso coin entered everyday transactions quickly and became one of the most commonly used coins in the country for small purchases, public transportation fares, and market transactions. Its bright silver appearance and slightly smaller size compared to older coins helped it stand out in wallets and cash registers. When first released, the new design received mixed reactions. Many praised its modern look and the tribute to national symbols, while some criticized it for being too similar in size to other denominations, which could cause confusion. Over time, however, Filipinos became familiar with its distinct features. 2012 1 peso coin is generally common. Uncirculated or mint-condition pieces can be of interest to collectors, especially first-year issues of the NGC series. Coins with minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or incorrect plankets can fetch higher prices. 25 centimo coin is part of the BSP series, also referred to as the New Generation Currency Coin series, not to be confused with the NGC banknotes. It reflects the modernization of Philippine coinage and a shift toward practical and cost-effective currency production for everyday use. As a subunit of the Philippine peso, the 25 centimo coin serves as a fractional denomination, primarily used in giving exact change. By 2014, however, its real-world value had significantly declined due to inflation. Still, the Banco Central ng Pilipinas (BSP) continued to produce it to meet legal tender requirements and promote transactional accuracy. Throughout Philippine history, coin designs evolved through Spanish, American, Japanese, and Republican periods. The 25 centimo coin, specifically, was first introduced in modern form in the 1960s. By 2014, it had undergone several design transformations from the Angi Bagong Lipunan ABL series to the improved Flora and Fauna series, and finally to the modern BSP series. The 2014 version belongs to the BSP coin series, which was introduced in the mid-1990s and phased out gradually by 2018 in favor of the NGC coin series. This version was notable for its simple modern design. Unlike earlier coins, this version did not feature a Filipino hero or plant, animal, but focused on clarity and usability. The reverse backside proudly displays the logo of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, which was revised in 2010. This logo includes the Philippine eagle features, 3 stars and a sun, echoing the Philippine flag represents the central monetary authority of the country. This coin was made using brass-bladed steel, which gave it a golden color while remaining cost-efficient. The 2014 version emphasized cost efficiency and anti-counterfeiting. BSPM2 reduced the cost of minting low-value coins, improved machine readability for use in vending machines and transport systems, prepare for an eventual transition to the NGC coin series although legal tender. The 25 centimo coin in 2014 was rarely used in daily transactions. Most Filipinos considered it to have very little purchasing power. However, it remained important for precise change-making in public transport, utility billing machines, banks and toll booths requiring centavo precision. While exact mintage numbers for 2014 are not always publicly disclosed by BSP, the coin was mass-produced. It was one of the last years of full production, before being slowly replaced by the NGC coin series in 2018. 2014, inflation had significantly reduced the practical use of centavo coins. Items costing only 25 centavos were extremely rare. Still, BSP required banks and businesses to accept and process centavo coins as legal tender. Many people questioned the need to continue minting coins, like the 25 centimo. However, BSP responded that all denominations must remain in circulation for rounding accuracy, especially in automated system. For modern coins, the 1974 25 centimo coin was part of the Angi to the Flora and Fauna series, which was officially introduced in 1983 by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP. This series marked a significant shift in Philippine coinage design, moving away from the old Filipino series of the 1970s and early 1980s and ushering in a new look that combined Philippine national heroes with elements of the country's rich natural heritage. The obverse of the 1991 piece features the portrait of Jose Rizal, the country's national hero whose writings and martyrdom played a crucial role in sparking the Philippine Revolution against Spain. Rizal had been a central figure in Philippine coinage since the first Republic-era coins, but in the Flora and Fauna series, his portrait was modernized, showing a refined engraving that symbolized the updated style of the late 20th century. Around Rizal's portrait is the inscription, Republica ng Pilipinas, along with the year of minting, 1990. This placement emphasizes national identity and pride while keeping the focus on Rizal's enduring legacy. On the reverse side of the coin, the Philippine Tamaraw bubulus mindorensis is depicted. The tamaraw is a critically endangered dwarf buffalo species endemic to Mindoro Island. The decision to feature this animal was deeply symbolic. At the time, the Philippines was highlighting its biodiversity and raising awareness about conservation, and the tamaraw stood as a powerful representation of the country's unique and threatened wildlife. Along with the animal, the reverse carries the denomination 1 piso in bold lettering, making the coin easily recognizable. The coin was struck in copper nickel, a durable alloy widely used in circulation. Coins of that era, with a diameter of 28 millimeters and a weight of around 8.7 grams. The 1990 issue was quite large compared to the smaller coins of today. Its size and metallic composition gave it a solid, substantial feel in the hand, a characteristic many Filipinos still recall nostalgically. Economically, the 1990 piso had significant purchasing power compared to the present day. In 1991, piso could buy items like jeepney fares, small snacks, or basic household goods. It was a coin heavily used in everyday life, circulating widely in markets, schools, and public transportation. Historically, 1990 was also a notable year for the Philippines. The country was under the presidency of Corazon C. Aquino, who had come into power after the 1986 People Power Revolution. The economy was in recovery, and inflation was a concern. But coins like the 1 piso remained vital in daily transactions. The BSP was in the process of modernizing its currency system and coins, like the 1990 peso reflected both national pride and practical use. Collectors today see the 19901 peso as a nostalgic piece of Philippine history, while it is not extremely rare in circulated condition, uncirculated, or mint condition. Examples are valued higher among numismatists. Proof sets and special issues of the flora.